everyone, welcome to WWE Talk. So today I sound a bit sick because I have a stuffed up nose and my head hurts and my throat kind of seems sore. So if I sound sick, it's because I'm not doing the best with my healthiness. Or I guess it's not like I'm unhealthy, I'm just sick right now, and yeah. So anyways, today I was not wondering, but today we're going to be doing WWE Talk. So I haven't watched any of the new pay-per-views right now yet. Not watched Clash of Champions. Also have not watched much of anything, but I just want to talk about WWE overall. Usually I'll be talking about the pay-per-views, but since this is my first time doing this, I don't think I'm really gonna do that. I'm gonna talk about the pay-per-views. So usually I would do a couple minutes talking about Raw, a couple minutes talking about SmackDown, a couple minutes talking about NXT, but today I don't really have that well enough of time or knowledge yet, because I haven't watched for this week. So next week I'll start up that, or I might just talk about other things, but today I'm going to try as hard as I can to make this video. And yeah, if my voice breaks out, it's because, yet again, like I said at the beginning, I'm not feeling the greatest. So anyways, let's get into this. And if it sounds like I'm about, my breathing is having a hard time, it's because, like I said 1,000 times, I'm sick. And my nose is stuffed up, so it's my breathing's kind of off, but I'm okay. Don't worry. So, first I wanted to talk about the betrayal on Bayley and Sasha Banks. So, that betrayal, I believe, from my knowledge that I remember, happened after Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax teamed up and took the women's tag team titles. Which actually really did shock me because Bayley is the one who tapped out. So I would have thought Sasha Banks would have been mad at Bayley. But also on the other hand, I feel like she tapped out for both of them. Because honestly, it looked like at the look of Sasha's face that she was about to tap out as well. So it was really shocking, especially with that steel chair on the neck. It was incredible. I never really liked the friendship of Sasha Banks and Bayley, but cause I've never been a fan of Bayley. I mean, I've never been a fan of Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks has always just been I'm not her fan, okay? I'm not a huge fan of her. Her heel turn to me was more of a turn to the attitude where I just don't like it. And also, but Bayley's heel turn, I didn't like Sasha Banks and Bayley when they were friends. I was never a big fan of their friendship. Their friendship was always something just terrible to me. But Bayley's heel turn, I didn't like her heel turn either. But I now am liking her heel turn after she betrayed Sasha Banks. Now, remember, all this WWE talk, when I'm talking about this stuff, it is in my opinion. So there's no need for you to go in the comments and spread hate because I have an opinion on something. That's unnecessary. The reason I'm doing this is to share my opinion with you guys if you could relate. Now, I don't know if my comments are going to be on for this video because often, I put my videos as kids because I don't want them to restrict my videos because I'm new to YouTube. I literally started yesterday. So, yeah, I don't really know how to do all this stuff, but anyways. But, yeah. Also, another thing I want to talk about. I'm sick of people saying that Asuka did not earn the Raw Women's Championship. she technically did earn the Raw Women's Championship because she did the Money in the Bank ladder match for that Raw Women's Championship. And it always annoys me, like how Zelina Vega's like, Asuka, you didn't earn that championship. She technically did. She didn't fight Becky Lynch for it, but technically the ladder match she had was not for the Money in the Bank suitcase. It was for the Raw Women's Championship. Like, you guys need to watch the pregnancy announcement. Because literally, she gave her Raw Women's Championship. She literally said the match last night was not for the Money in the Bank suitcase. Or whatever they call the Money in the Bank thing, I forgot. It was for the Raw Women's Championship. So you guys need to stop saying that she didn't earn it. Because she technically did. By all means, she literally did earn the championship. So, yeah. Also, another thing. This time I'm going to be talking about men. So, often, I know I talk about the women a lot because I'm more into the women's wrestling because I'm a girl. So I find the women's wrestling more entertaining, I guess, but I still watch men's wrestling too. So, if you watched, I think it was either Raw Talk or Talking Smack, where, yep, I forgot which one it was, but Sami Zayn was with, Kayla, and so you saw how Tucker got separated from Otis. So, also, that happened with the New Day. So, I'm a big fan of the New Day, which is gonna be really sad to see them separate, and it's honestly kind of heartbreaking because they're such a good team, and I feel like when they lose, it's not like a whole friendship breakup. I know I said I was going to talk about men wrestling now, but like, let me get into the women a bit just to like relate to this situation. Like, I thought every time they lost, they were going to have a breakup. And so, kind of like how Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose versus Natalya and Lana. How Natalya, she ditched Lana after they lost. But also there could have been, I honestly think it's unnecessary for Natalya to ditch Lana like that, because it's not like she submitted. If she submitted, I probably would have been mad too. But like, it's not like she was disqualified or she tapped out. Like, yeah, I understand that, but like, at least she got counted out. Could have been a worse way she could have lost. Anyways, go back to the men's topic. So, I personally think it's really heartbreaking that their tag team is going to disband right now. Especially with Tucker and Otis. And I think with the way Sami Zayn reacted to that, I wasn't quite happy with it. But it happened. So, yeah. And more stuff. About the MVP. I'm pretty sure it's MVP. Bobby Lashley. Sorry, I had to take a moment to get that name in my head. Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin. And I don't know, they're not a tag team necessarily, at least I don't think. I don't know a lot of stuff about the newer stuff because my WWE channel on my TV and on my iPad, it's not updated well, okay? So I can't watch the newer stuff. But like on YouTube, I watch little clips and I know about stuff. Luckily, I've caught up a ton on my WWE watching, so yeah. Anyways, I also know that Sami Zayn is the Intercontinental Intercontinental Champion. So, yeah. At least that drama with the Intercontinental Championship is over. Do I agree that Sami Zayn was still the Intercontinental Champion? No. am I going to argue that he did not earn it? No. Like, technically, I'm not a fan of Sami Zayn. I'm going to admit that. Some of you might be, but I'm not. I am nowhere near Sami Zayn's fan. But, like, I think if you leave WWE, like how Becky Lynch left WWE, well, she's coming back. If you come back, but you had a title, I'm sorry. If they've already had another title, you technically aren't the the champion anymore. So, I watched that ladder match, but every time someone has to like use something to win, I technically don't believe they earned it. Kind of like how Bayley had to put the ref shirt on to have Sasha Banks be the Raw Women's Championship. I'm sorry, I can't speak. Be the Raw Women's Champion, quote unquote, champion. But she had to use Bayley to get that, and Sami Zayn had to use handcuffs to get it. So I don't understand how that technically leads to you being a champion. I know it was no disqualifications, I'm pretty sure, but I just don't quite understand how you can really run around and be a snob because you had to technically use something to your advantage so you could win something. I don't understand how you can brag about that, but I mean, some people can. But, it just doesn't make sense to me completely. But I honestly, I was cheering for Jeff Hardy in that. Because I'm not a fan of Sami Zayn. I'm not a fan of AJ Styles. But I am a fan of Jeff Hardy. And, yeah, I just didn't like how that ended in the match it did. I honestly did not see Sami Zayn winning that. But apparently he did. And, yeah. Especially with the way he got thrown at that ladder. He just, bounced onto the ladder, bounced onto the ring ropes, and just bounced back on the ladder and, tumbled off it. That looks pretty dang painful. So, yeah, bye.